Hello, this is a little video talking about motivations and responses to the outdoors. So let's have a look. The reality is we're all motivated differently when it comes to going out into the outdoors. And our motivations are often tied together with our own personal responses to how we feel about being in the outdoors. But let's have a look at some keywords. Our motivations are either going to be intrinsic or extrinsic. So let's unpack them. Intrinsic motivations are any of our motivations that come from within us. So when you think about what you enjoy doing and what you're motivated to do when you get into the outdoors, whether it's bike riding or rock climbing, or just going out and bird watching, you have to ask yourself, what is it inside of me that helps me to keep going or gets me into this? Why do I enjoy it? It could be the feeling of adrenaline as you race down a hill on a mountain bike, or it could be a feeling of accomplishment when you finally hike your way up the hill to begin with. So intrinsic feelings that we have, the feelings on the inside, when we feel personally successful at something, that's intrinsic. Extrinsic, however, are all those motivations that come from outside of us. So when you participate in something because you've been told to, or because to avoid punishment, do this or else, or maybe you participate in something because there's a chance that you might get a reward or make some money out of it, then that's extrinsic. So going to do your job, doing classwork because you have to, they're extrinsic. The reward is external. So, what do we mean when we lump things together in terms of different types of motivations? We know that some of our motivations can be based around competence and mastery. Some are all just about stimulus avoidance. Some are about socializing. And some of our motivations are based around cognitive reward. Now, these might be words you haven't been familiar with for a while before, so I'm just going to quickly go through each of them. So we talk about competency and mastery. We're talking about when you achieve something of significance for yourself. So it could be being the first to achieve a certain climb or hike, either altogether, as in no one's ever done it, or just the first person in your friendship group to be able to do something like this. It could be building strength and continuing to improve your ability to do a particular skill in an outdoor environment. It can be getting competent at an activity, or it could be setting a record or another form of achievement. And a lot of these, as you can see, are intrinsic. Then we have what we call stimulus avoidance. And that means that the motivation here is to participate in a way that allows us to escape aspects of our everyday life. So when you hear people saying, oh, I go camping, to get away from it all, that's what they're doing. They're stimulus avoidance. Getting away from the pressures of my job, getting away from the stress that family or friends might cause. But there's also a chance to improve your health and well-being. And for a lot of people, an opportunity to be by yourself. Another motivation for people participating in the outdoors is socialisation. When we get out into the environment and we go with a bunch of friends, it gives us an opportunity to get social benefits like understanding how to interact with people on a team environment, working with others, a feeling of community and being able to connect with others who have a thing that you like to do and they like to do. You have something in common. Or just being able to develop your interpersonal skills and your own independence as well. And last but not least, one of the other popular ways that we get motivated to participate in outdoor activities is this whole focus around cognitive reward. So our mental rewards, being able to learn a new skill, being able to achieve something new or different, obtaining a bit of an adrenaline rush and learning how you respond to that, experiencing what we call flow, that steady state where you're in the moment and everything works, providing something to yourself or others, proving it. I can do this, I can climb this, I can jump over this. And last but not least, maybe just seeking transcendence, going that next level, being able to do something, becoming superior at something else. No matter what, when we participate in the outdoors, whatever our motivations, we have various different ways that we respond. Granted, it's going to be linked with the type of activity too. But our responses can range from feeling awe, admiring sunsets and contemplation, having a quiet moment to think, fear, hanging from a height you didn't anticipate on getting to, appreciation for the environment around you, for your ability to do something, to have conquered something, to feel success, to be captivated by what you see, or just simply to be inspired, whether by the environment, by your peers who do something within your presence. All of those things link in. So what are your motivations? What gets you out into the great outdoors doing things? And then when you're doing them, how do you respond?